Semper Fi, everyone. Charlie back yet again with a little off-script, off-the-cuff, hip pocket class for everybody. As I mentioned previously in a video, this is the U.S. military-issued corrected English model of their version of a small box respirator. Now, early on in the war, whenever both sides started using chemical warfare with mustard gas and chlorine gas, there was a very limited means to protect the individual soldier and Marine as well. But early on, the French actually had used a rag soaked in their soldiers' own urine, and whenever you would tie it around your face, that would help to combat with the ammonia against the different types of gas that the enemy was using. Now, the problem with that is you have to continually reapply that pee to the rag, and then also, you have that stuff in your face. So the Marines actually sometimes were also issued the French version that was somewhat similar to the British version, but a slight difference. And the reason that was that some troops were issued British and some were issued French was just depending on what part of the line that they were serving in the trenches. So if they're closer to a French unit, obviously you'd use that mask. Now, the big difference between this, as I mentioned in the earlier video, is this little flapper valve that would help with the operation. And again, that canister is yellow in color instead of an unpainted, almost like a bright silver. Now, just as in training today, in combat, if you hear gas, 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 you want to remove your helmet, apply your gas mask, get that nice tight seal, and then carry on for whatever you were doing. So if you're engaging the enemy with weapons, you're going to make sure you get that helmet off, mask on, helmet back on, and continue firing against the enemy. If you're on a hike, again, just that march, you kind of do it as you're doing that march. But you don't want to just put on that mask and stop everything you're doing and, end up getting bumped into by the guy behind you in that marching line, or shot because you're just standing around like an idiot. So again, if you hear that gas, 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 remove that helmet, put on that mask, and then put that helmet back on your grate to keep yourself safe. Now, I can only imagine what any German soldier would feel with a Marine charging at them with a bayonet affixed to their rifle. It's definitely a bizarre look, but it was very effective for that combating against those chemical warfare. Hope everybody enjoyed today's little lesson, and I'll have some more for you in the future. As always, stay salty, stay safe, Semper Fi, and carry on.